I hate E3, but I also like love E3. What are your feelings on E3?
Having never attended one, I'd say it's okay. It's cool to know what's coming out.
It is cool to know what's coming out, but it also more and more, depending on the developer, feels like a investors meeting. Look at these microtransaction generators that we're coming out with next year.
That's true.
Look at all the microtransactions. I feel like the time of the loot box needs to die.
Yeah.
Because so many games are adopting this business model that bleeds players dry that want a full experience for their game, where games like FIFA and Madden make so much fucking money because people want to buy card packs to get cards, and they're the same people that collected cards as kids, so they don't give a fuck because it's just, a cyclical, abusive relationship. And a lot of the rest of the industry is taking advantage of that. So, with that said, welcome back to We Sound Like Nerds. I'm your host, John Grinzel. With me, as always, are my two hosts,
Jordan
and Ka.
And I'm a little bit heated because it's E3 and I'm excited. I'm just excitable. And I want to have completely different energy for this episode than our previous one. So, welcome back. That's one thing I hate about E3 is thank you for showing me games that won't be coming out until at least 2019. And so more often than not, I am going to forget about them. But this year's E3 makes me excited for the next 2 years because it looks like there's some cool stuff coming out. I'm not a Fallout guy, but are you excited for Fallout 76?
Fucking right.
Is it going to be a full game?
Yes.
Okay, it's not an add-on?
From what I've heard, it's going to have a single player, but it'll also have either competitive or co-op online.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's never been a Fallout online, right?
Yeah.
Just Elder Scrolls?
So I've heard that there's like 12 people to a world. So,
okay.
I mean, there is the distinct, depending on how big it's going to be, the distinct chance you won't even run into anybody.
Sure.
Even if you're playing like a competitive type thing.
How many people can be on an ARC server?
I've never played ARC.
Okay. Elder Scrolls 6 was also announced.
Just vaguely teased.
It will come out in like 2021, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And it doesn't look like Skyrim again, so that's good.
That being said, I'm totally stoked for it to come out.
There's some grass.
I went back and started playing Morrowind.
So how many more versions of Skyrim are going to come out before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out?
I think somebody made a joke about that.
So Doom Eternal was also announced, so that's pretty
Another
sweet.
Bethesda game?
We're
just talking straight Bethesda right now?
Yeah, I'm just kind of going down the alphabetical list of developers.
Because they're doing that
Starfield?
Starfield. I think that was one of theirs, wasn't it?
Yeah. I feel like
the guy said it was their first like solely original title in 25 years. I was like, huh. But then I thought it was a Star Fox thing, so I was like, I don't know.
Could be a fox. I don't know.
It literally looked like Star Fox, like the character that was in the cockpit.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
It definitely looked like Fox.
Yep.
But then again, I haven't been able to pay attention to like any E3 coverage because I've been so busy this weekend. And I don't even think Nintendo's press conference has happened yet.
Is it still going on? I thought it was only like a 3-day event.
It was. It's Tuesday now, but it's still going on because I haven't.
It's the 12th to the 14th, and I think today's the 12th, isn't it?
I thought it started on Friday.
It started on Friday.
Oh, I could have swore whatever I saw said the 12th to the 14th.
Anyways, I'm super excited for CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077.
Having not seen any actual gameplay, the trailer looked really cool, but
it did.
It's one of those things where any trailer can look good. You can have the shittiest game ever and have the coolest trailer to it.
With how badass Witcher 3 was, though, my dad recently
Same developer?
Yeah. And that's their only games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they've had a long time to develop this.
Well, it'd be cool to have like a Witcher in a future setting type.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as hell.
Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping this turns out to be like. he recently beat Witcher 3 and he
Nice.
started playing our copy of God of War.
Mhm.
I think he's pretty far in that too. But yeah, he enjoyed Witcher 3. And he's like, what do I do now? I'm like, well, there's DLC you could buy for it. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe we'll buy God of War. I'm like, oh, okay. That works too. And one of the reasons why I wish I had an Xbox kind of, and I know it's just a teaser trailer, but Halo Infinite like makes me happy.
I haven't played the last couple of Halos.
Yeah,
because it was
same.
like, it was just like, but this one did look pretty good.
It looked like the original Halo from what I remember.
I wish I hadn't known that it was a Halo trailer and had just started watching
Oh,
it from the beginning.
sure.
And then, because at the end, it's kind of the reveal that this is
Yeah.
Halo.
Yeah. Because I remember it looks like in the trailer, those like little bases that are shooting the blue goo
Yep, the plasma.
into the sky. I'm like, man, that looks so good like this. And then it, you got the little Marines there and they signal for
Pop smoke or something.
Yeah, pop smoke. And it's like, man, I played so much Halo 1 and 2 in college, like an unhealthy amount, and then stopped playing Halo pretty much altogether. I think I played ODST.
That was a fun one, even though it was kind of a different thing.
Yeah.
I liked it because basically the whole cast was the crew of Firefly. I was just like, fucking right.
Oh,
This is
yeah?
awesome. Yeah.
The voice actors?
Well, even in Halo 3, they call the people the same names. They use like terms that are in Serenity
Oh,
and
sure.
Firefly, like shiny, when they're like, oh, that's shiny, like cool. Like there was a couple other things, but yeah.
That's
thought
pretty
that was
dope.
cool.
Kingdom Hearts 3, which has been in development forever as well.
I didn't see that trailer, but I was at the Renaissance last weekend and they had Keyblades for sale.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
They were shitty, but
Jordan, you're sitting there like you're just holding on for the ride.
Because I've never played any of these games. So
You've never played Halo? You had to have played Halo.
I played it a
bit.
little like in college,
Yeah.
but I've never the
love
storyline or anything.
I used to joke that I was a professional Halo player because I'd won money in like college tournaments
No,
playing
really?
it. And so I'm like, yeah, I play it professionally. I've won money.
Nice.
It's like, how much money have you won? I'm like, $80 over the course of 3 tournaments. But yeah, that
Hey, in college, that can get you a lot off the dollar menu.
it could back in 2005.
Back when there was actually a dollar menu.
a good
not
dollar menu.
yeah,
Not a
exactly.
$1.50 menu.
Well, it's like a $4 menu until McDonald's switched their like 1, 2, 3. Their dollar menu was shit at McDonald's. Anyways, video games.
Try not to go there.
God, I loved fucking Halo 2 tournaments. We'd do like different we'd do team deathmatch, we'd do capture the flag, we'd do all the different modes and stuff. You had to actually work at entertaining yourself back then.
We had it rough back in the old days.
Yeah. Had to do it on LAN. We'd have fucking our dorm hallway was just littered with LAN cables going from one room to the other.
That's funny.
Fucking great time though.
These young whippersnappers don't know how good they have it.
I'm confused as hell about the Kingdom Hearts storyline because it's fucking confusing. But I'm super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 just because of how many properties Disney has absorbed in the past, decade or so since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out.
This is true. They could throw Marvel characters in there.
They could. They're not going to.
Yeah, I didn't think they would.
Or Star Wars.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I think I saw Elsa in there.
Yeah, they've got Frozen in there. They've got Pixar in there now. They've got Toy Story and Monsters Inc. happening, and
that's cool.
So yeah, my kids have seen the trailer and they're excited, and so I'm excited for them because I'm like, yeah, the game's pretty fun actually.
You can be vicariously excited.
Division 2, they had some gameplay.
I didn't see any of the gameplay trailer. I saw the 2 like theatrical trailers that they had, and I'm in. I like the Division.
You like the first one, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was just okay.
I started playing it after they had done their overhaul, which you had played beforehand and said it sucked. So I was like, I don't know what John's talking about. This isn't too bad.
Yeah, I think I just got burnt out on the game, like the grind at the end, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, you put it on that hardest difficulty, and you can't do it by yourself. Like
Yeah.
even the low level enemies, you're just like, all right, I'm sitting here, wasted all my ammo on one guy.
Which comes a lot like, what the hell am I talking about? I played Diablo for years, and it's the exact same thing. Once you get to the max level, it's just, incremental grinds for hours and hours to get a little bit better gear to drop. So Devil May Cry 5 was announced. They had some stuff for Battlefield 5, your FIFA and your Maddens, your sports games. I'm just scrolling right now because I can't remember everything. Last of Us 2 looks great. I'm really excited to see what happens in that because I enjoyed the first one. Neither of you played the first one, right?
No.
I think I watched a walkthrough of it or a playthrough of it.
Telltale's Walking Dead is getting a new series.
Is it?
Yeah, where the girl's grown up.
Yeah, I vaguely heard about that. I thought you were going to go with the other Walking Dead.
Overkill's The Walking Dead.
I remember bringing this one up like a year and a half ago, and you're like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about.
It looks pretty sweet.
It looks fucking awesome.
It looks pretty sweet. Death Stranding actually had like gameplay.
I tried watching it. I was confused.
No idea.
As shit. I guess
No
Norman Reedus
idea.
is like a courier, like just walking around with big shit on his back, little baby in his throat.
And yeah, I mean, aside from those games,
They're coming out with a Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch.
that's good. Is it a new one?
I think so. Was it Super Smash Bros. Dynasty or something?
Ultimate.
Or Ultimate?
I think that was it.
Yeah, Ultimate.
There's a couple of really good looking games.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 finally had a trailer.
I saw the trailer for it and I didn't realize it was so futuristic. Was the first one really futuristic? Yeah. Okay. I've got it on my regular Xbox. I just had never booted it up. It was, I think, free.
Which one are you talking about right now?
Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, yeah, that was on here.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That looks good. Looks like you're, I think, descendant of Leonidas.
Yeah, Greeks.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed, the one with the pirate ship.
Black Flag.
I think before that.
3 was the first one that started doing the boats.
Boats.
And then Black Flag was like much more boat action. And then I've got Syndicate. I just never played it. Once again, it was one of those ones they gave away for free. I just never played it.
Speaking of free games, PS Plus has XCOM 2 right now for this month.
XCOM?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've never actually
It's a
played
strategy game where you like move your guys around the field and stuff. And I remember playing games like that as a kid on my PC.
Mhm.
And so it's been a long time. I'm not good at them. But one cool thing is you can like customize every character. So you can like name them, give them like a backstory
Nice.
and that sort of thing. But there's a mode called Ironman Mode, which I activated because I'm not a sissy. And it's all of your decisions are final. So like you can't replay missions and stuff.
Oh, really?
And it also means if a character dies, they're dead.
Oh, really?
And so I've lost. The other day, I was killed in battle, and I was just so
is
upset.
Is the character named I or is the character named John?
The character's name was John.
Oh.
He was my highest ranking officer because you gain experience and like you level up and stuff. You get skill tree, and it's that fun kind of player growth that some games have that are worth anything. And so yeah, he died, and I was very. I turned the game off.
Did you ever play any of
the
the front missions?
No, but I remember them.
Yeah. Well, I think the last one that they did, they went a different direction, actiony. But beforehand they were turn-based strategy type games, which is very fun because you're in giant mech suits.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. The mech game that I always wanted to come back to was Mech Warrior.
Oh yeah.
The first, I think it might have been Mech Warrior 2, which had like the full motion
controller?
video.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Cutscenes and stuff. It's like, yeah, this is so cool. that mech's name is Timberwolf. That's awesome. I'm from a place that has Timberwolves.
What was the mech game that had a controller that was like the cockpit?
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like 80 buttons to push.
I can't remember.
Do you remember that? Like,
yeah.
You remember that though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Make sure that wasn't
It was the beginning of the end
game
for that company.
Yes, exactly.
So expensive.
That Ghost of Shumia?
Yeah.
Tsushima? That looks really good.
Is that by
I think that's a PlayStation
Sucker
exclusive.
Punch?
Got me, man. But yeah, I saw that one looked like basically a Japanese Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. And then it looks like From Software has a new game, a new Dark Souls, Bloodborne-ish game coming out called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
That's the ninja one?
Yes.
Yes, because when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, did they make a new Tenchu game?
Yeah, but no.
I saw the dude use the grappling hook. I was like, oh, it's fucking Tenchu.
Yeah.
Rage 2. I never actually watched the trailer for it.
Yeah, I heard Rage was pretty shit.
The first one kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like it was trying to just cash in off the Borderlands type thing.
And it's funny because Borderlands originally, their graphics, because those games came out right around the same time. And Borderlands ended up with like a cell shaded aesthetic. They were going to be realistic.
Oh,
like
really?
The original, like early test footage from Borderlands had like a Rage engine.
Huh.
And so that's what all the characters looked like. And it just looked weird and
Did
like
it?
really generic.
I don't think it played well to the cell shading.
Yeah. Yeah. I played the first two pretty much to death. I played a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Was The Witcher game that you played that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah, that was the third game we talked about.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Where was I?
You're right there. You have not moved for the last hour and a half.
God dang it.
So yeah, E3, man. It comes every year. It shows you what's going to come out maybe in a year or two. And people end up just forgetting about it because we're not close enough to go. Maybe one day we'll be able to go to E3.
Where did they have it at?
California. Yeah, it's not like Comic-Con where there's a bunch of them throughout the year. It's just one. GDC would be fun to go to too. Go to as well. The Game Developers Conference. Comic-Con would be fun too. Comic-Con's like Mecca.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Isn't it really hard to get tickets to come?
It is, and it's worse than Disney World.
That's
for
the
like
thing.
Standing in line.
I would not want. I don't know. No lines. I don't do lines.
Like 100% of the time, you're waiting to stand in line for something. So I don't know how much fun that would be. But you'd be standing in line to get autographs. You'd be standing in line to go to a panel. You'd be standing in line to try out a game. But at least you could say you went.
It's true.
Could cosplay.
Get a picture with some hot chicks.
See, that's what I wish we had more of. We have
hot chicks.
Hot chicks.
Hot chicks. No, some cosplaying in the Midwest.
You should go to a Renaissance festival. Man.
That's kind of cosplaying.
Yeah.
But not really. I have no idea. I've never been to a Renaissance
I can't remember
fair.
who was doing the joke, but they're like, I went to a Renaissance festival and I've never seen normal people try so hard to look like a warrior except work out.
That's awesome. E3. Do you guys like E3? What are your thoughts about E3? We don't care what your thoughts are. You guys never talk to us anyways, but I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Are you hungry?
Go eat a Snickers, man.
I can't, man. It's sugar.
It's bad.
It's got protein. It's got nuts in it, man.
It does have nuts.
It's also got
But it's
nougat.
the bad kind of nuts.
What? You guys can't eat peanuts?
Peanuts aren't great. They recommend like almonds and
Walnuts.
walnut, which is I love walnuts. So
I bet you do love nuts.
I put them in my mouth
Roll them around.
and I chew them.
Oh, that's no fun for the other person. That looked pretty cool.
Oh yeah, fuck! I almost forgot about Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. I remember the first time I had that game, I played it all the way through in one sitting and got an S ranking.
Wow.
Did not have a memory card at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had to.
I had to play it all the way through.
Right.
Well, it was like I could have, like, I remember it took like 6 hours and it was like 2 a.m. on a school night. I'm just like, should I leave this on and try to buy a memory card in the morning? I'm pretty sure one of my parents turned it off in the middle of the night. It's like, oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah, all right.
So I got to the police station.
That's right in the beginning.
Yep. That's about as far as I got in that game because I was always so terrified of it and I did not know how to conserve your resources because you really do.
It's very resource management.
Yeah. So I would always end up, wounded and out of healing herbs, green herbs.
No ammo to speak of.
Very little ammo. And I'd be like, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to start over again and try it again. And I think I have it on my PS3 downstairs.
Nice.
The PlayStation Classic. And that mode is like the collector's edition. And that version is the collector's edition. And it lets you have like the bonus stuff that you can win. I even had the strategy guide for Resident Evil 2. I used to collect strategy guides.
And you still sucked at it?
I still sucked at it.
Holy shit, dude.
I don't know what to do. I think it was because it's a very three-dimensional game on an analog controller. So turning was always really difficult unless you were aiming.
Yeah.
It was difficult to survive in that game, which is where part of the difficulty comes from. But anyways, there's a mode in the collector's edition where you can have like infinite ammo and like a rocket launcher or grenade launcher right at the start. I'm like, oh, okay, I can play this game now. And I still ended up in the police station and got bored. So I'm like, well, this is too easy. I didn't like that. But yeah, the full remake of it looks awesome. Resident Evil 7 turned out really well. So yeah, hopefully they can do justice to Resident Evil 2. Everybody was mad because it was first person.
It's first person only.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it works for me. Well, that's our E3 coverage. What are you guys looking forward to seeing? Anything? Last of Us 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, Halo, sports,
Spider-Man.
Different sports. Spider-Man was announced. Not announced. They just have more coverage of it.
They had gameplay.
Yeah.
It looked pretty good. Another PlayStation exclusive.
Looks exciting. Well, yeah, because Sony still owns most of Spider-Man's life.
Boo.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Anyways, for We Sound Like Nerds, I'm your host, John Grenzel. With me, as always,
Jordan.
and Kyle. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.